Episode 48 of the Loose Laces Show. My name is Davon, and I'm joined by Brian Fellows over here with this dumbass. I didn't even know Nike made safari hats. Where the fuck did you find that?
I got this one from Dick's Sporting Goods.
Go to Dick's if you want to be a dick. Wait, they still open?
Yes. Dog, Dick's Sporting Goods, they actually flourishing because they have like some sort of weird Nike account. Like they were getting Ja Morant's.
You know what? I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Wait, it makes sense for them to get jobs, but it's just like
they were getting
Dick's?
exclusive, early exclusive release to LeBron's and whatnot. Like a lot of basketball stuff because they are still the go-to spot for team sports. Like we don't have East Bay anymore. That's done. So it had to go to somewhere.
Clap it up.
You petty as shit.
All right, so I need to express something for our listeners, our viewers out here. I have a strong belief, and I've always said this: death don't end no beef. Fuck East Bay to the day I die and beyond.
You want to be Prodigy so bad.
Honestly, you know what? I got into an argument about music earlier, and I started to bring that up. That nigga is one of my favorite rappers because he's short and he talk a whole lot of shit. Like when him and Keith Murray got in beef and they beat his ass, and that nigga was like, "I'm still gonna talk about that space shit you be on," and they chased that nigga again. Yo, shout out to Prodigy. That nigga is the GOAT.
He is. Rest in peace to a legend, man. You know I have his book.
He has a book.
Yeah, he has a book, and I got it signed and everything.
How much?
How much?
How much? How much, shorty?
Yeah, it's not for sale.
Everything at a price.
What? Yo. You beat me to the punch this time. Kudos to you. Kudos to you, good sir.
That's what I do. I got my little cutoffs. I'm feeling good.
Happy Pride Month. Don't touch me.
Wow, the Loose Lace Show is coming sooner than expected. I can't wait for you to get canceled.
What?
As a nigga who's been canceled before, I hope it hurt. Tee.
Alright, so I was going to ask how you feeling, but you seem to be in a great mood today.
Oh, nigga, I've been waiting for this. My wife has been out of town all week, so I've been a single father. I forgot how hard it was. Like, when she was at work before the pandemic, and I'm just, guys, he's like, I wasn't that bad. He's a baby. Now, this nigga's 5. And I learned that 5-year-olds only like talking about the same 3 topics. And he is obsessed with the Titanic right now.
What?
I don't fucking understand it. Like, he gets on a topic. Like, it was space before. So he's telling me all these space facts and asking me questions. And I'm like, I don't fucking know. I'm sorry, Kazi, I don't know. Well, if you knew, Jupiter has 3 moons and shit. And I'm just like, he's an asshole. He's me. He's flexing his knowledge. And now he's invented different Titanics so they didn't sink. And I'm just like.
So he invented a Titanic verse.
Yes. So the Titanic sank in 1912. He said they built the butt Titanic in 1913. So my son is nigga. It's just been agony.
No, shout out.
No, shout out to my son. Shout out Kazi. It's not agony. It's just like I have no other adult in the house to bounce off of. My mother comes over. My stepfather comes over. These motherfuckers bring them orange soda.
Okay, now you got Super Son just zooming around the crib. You got Jack now.
Yeah, so these motherfuckers come in like, "Hey, love you, bye." Same thing happened when we watched Spiderman.
Yo.
Let's go over your week, then we can talk about Spiderman and make it sneaker related.
Yeah, I was like, dang, do I just jump into... All right, well, my week has been boring. Stop looking at me.
I've been meaning to talk to you about this. Like, when we start the Patreon, I was thinking we make a second show just of alarming stories. This nigga told me an alarming story. This is the second alarming story he's told me in less than a month. Me and Lene still talk about the other one.
The other one?
Where you took, you know what the fuck you did. You're a sick nigga. This is a sick nigga.
I don't. All right.
I should text it to you. But that's beside the point. So please, continue for your week.
My week has been boring. It's been the wrapping up of the
meat
project.
packing.
I'm finished.
Quite literally meat packing.
I am figuring out what the next move is right now. As far as just the career, whether I want to, if I'm gonna progress in school or just what direction I want to go. So I have a couple months off. During that time, I will also be focusing time on the pod. But for the most part, like it's been pretty chill. It's been pretty chill. It's everything is finally finalized today, and everything has been good. Job well done.
So you put the meat in the buns.
Yeah.
What? That's what you do at a meat packing facility.
I'm gonna fuck you up.
I didn't even do nothing.
Yeah.
I didn't even do nothing.
Cause you gotta relax.
You come into my house.
Relax.
This nigga came into my house telling me heinous stories. My fucking neighbors are knocking on the door like, yo, what's up with this nigga? You gonna knock the camera?
I don't care. Shut the fuck up.
This nigga showing his ass. OnlyFans.
Alright, nah. Shut the fuck up. Alright. You playing too much.
Alright.
Are you alright?
I'm done. Are you done?
Are you
good?
done?
Are you good?
Are you good?
I'm good.
Alright.
I don't have to play Housewives with you. So I throw water on you.
Yeah, alright. Throw some fists.
Alright, so I finally got to fucking see Spiderman. It only took me bribing my cousin to come with us and a whole bunch of fucking money on concession stands. Fuck every other Marvel movie ever made.
Yes.
It's literally no point for anything to be live action. If you like live action Marvel movies, you're a fucking idiot. I stand on that. B, fuck Miles Morales in the games. We do not acknowledge him. He is a band. That nigga got a bitch ass voice. His haircut is stupid, and he wears pro models and superstars. My nigga, it's 2023. No black or Afro Latino fucking teenager is wearing them unless they getting their shit rocked. Because if I knew him in real life, I'd have rocked that nigga.
To be fair, though, if I was fighting a villain, I would want some shell toes to cover my toes.
Fuck no, nigga. If I'm going to be fighting a nigga, I'm going to wear some Gucci boots. The Gucci Adidas boots, stomping a nigga in luxury.
If Miles Morales was from DC, he'd definitely either have on Nike boots or foam posits.
And I would respect that. Because this nigga be taking pictures and shit. I want to see I need to see representation. Them white niggas in Insomniac like, I don't know what Negroes wear. Adidas? No. Sony was like, this nigga gonna wear it once. I would love to see some Spider-Man 3s. But I'm happy with the ones. I was very excited to see them in the movie. And then, spoilers, but fuck you. Them Prowler Jordan 1 utilities.
Jordan 1s, yes. Missed opportunity on behalf of Jordan Brand to produce those. Unless the only way that I could see this happening, like if it comes out on digital Blu-ray, whatever, download, or you could buy the DVD and there's a code that you can get with it to download it. I mean, to enter in to buy the Prowler ones.
Nah.
How would you?
They did it before. If they were gonna do that, they should have gone with the Coraline method, where you watch Coraline and then it gave a code at the end to enter. Mm-hmm. Shout out to me for winning that contest. But the third movie's coming out in March.
But why would I? Oh, fuck.
So it's geared up. They had the production ready for the new chapters, and now that's going to be perfect because there's only so many times they can do the same Chicago ones.
Right.
So to do a utility, and I think with the extra time, I'm hoping Nike goes all out. Mm-hmm. And that stupid little pocket on the back has some sort of LED in there, like a battery pack. So it's just a fucking evil purple light. Or I was talking about it with someone else. They showed that the bottom of those light up. Mm-hmm. Nigga, could you imagine if it was like a light up soul, like the Air? What were those basketball? The Adapt BBs.
Okay.
If they, because there's already proven that the technology exists. We've had light up shoes for decades. They could make that. If those shits are 300 and they just light up, so I can just glow in the dark. Make the kids' pairs glow up too. I'll gladly pay whatever it costs for the preschool sizes. Don't give a fuck.
They could do whatever. Like this could be the biggest hype model outside of a Jordan 1 just like blew the greats. You know what I mean? Like everyone was like, yeah, we don't mess with mids, but those move.
Sucked.
But the thing is, utilities, ain't nobody checking for utilities. But now you could bring hype to a model that no one is checking for. We haven't even seen it in like months, I feel like.
Yeah, but you know what? I like the utilities. I just didn't like the colorways.
Okay.
And I think this has the potential. I would actually like to see Nike take pairs that aren't completely fucking garbage and give them a chance by being experimental. Like, I have to say, we were both very, very fucking wrong about those Tiana Taylors. So before anyone in the YouTube comments digs at us, we were wrong. I thought them shits were going to sit. I told everybody, go ahead guys, take a nap, sleep in, you're going to be good.
I mean, I figured that they were going to move, but they still ugly.
Oh yeah, no, they're disgusting. But we said up there, nobody wants these shits. Mentally ill Bigfoot niggas is out here paying $400 or $500 for size 15s.
I'm kind of blown that, what you call it? Well, my situation was a little bit different. Like the varsity jacket was hard. I actually banged with the varsity jacket, but not for 500.
5?
Wasn't it like 5? Oh, 7?
Yeah, nigga.
Oh yeah, it was 7.
See, my issue with it is you're charging luxury prices. Mm-hmm. You're giving me 65, 35%, 65 wool, 35% polyester. Not acceptable. Not acceptable. For half a jacket, like right. I get it, you're paying a lot for the embroidery and all that other stuff, but it's already a fire red jacket. Like, when it comes to a jacket like that, that's a statement piece. You expect to pay a bit more. But $700 is fucking excessive. Especially considering it's made in Vietnam. When you can get a golden bear jacket for much less. Speaking of which, buy my fucking jackets. Them shits are finally in. Happy? Very happy. Gave Lene her jacket. She was ecstatic. She wore it out. And I'm just like, you know it's hot as shit. But
that's support right there.
That's love. Yeah. That is love. But insertyourshop.com bottom jackets. But I think that I want to see Nike experiment more with its collaborations. I hate those Jamequez, whatever the fuck. I talk all the shit about French and I don't know how to pronounce this nigga name. Fucking
Jacquemus?
Whatever. Trash. The J-Force ones.
Oh, yeah.
I hate them.
You talking about the woven bottom joints?
Yeah.
Okay.
I hate them. I can't fucking stand them, but I appreciate that it wasn't just something of the same. So, as much shit as I talk, I'm glad to see that they're branching out, taking less like models, because the utilities could be there, but you got to sell people on them. Mm-hmm. A regular ass pair of Air Forces with a backpack, essentially. I mean, not Air Forces, Jordan 1s. Why would I need that? Now, if they were smart, they would have introduced them with a collaboration with Porter, the bag company.
Yeah.
Because Takashi Murakami did that years ago, and those still go for bread. So if they would have made like a gray or olive green pair with a Porter backpack, woof, niggas would have went crazy for them. What?
Nah, I'm just agreeing with you.
Yeah, but speaking of bad fucking decisions, Amine. What?
Go ahead. Oh, come on, man. Y'all are destroy. Why y'all kicking his back in?
It's not him.
I know what you. All right. So
the Amine King,
the Amine
610s,
in my opinion,
I'm listening,
are not that bad. They are not that bad considering Amine is from Portland, I believe.
Yeah, he's a weird black. Black people don't even come from Portland.
Okay. And it might be my partialness to like just being a spectator of New Balance. I don't own only own like a couple. I don't really wear them, but that colorway, brown and yellow, I'm like, I've seen Portland stuff with brown, yellow, but considering like Portland is known for like a lot of walking, a lot of trail walking and whatnot and exercising, I'm not that mad at it.
All right. I'm happy for him. I love how he fit. Like, I love that he loves them. I love that he was able to make a shoe that fits his aesthetic with the banana. I get the comparison. I mean, what he's doing with the brown and yellow. I love the little banana on the inside. But that's where it stops. That's all the praise I can give. And I'm happy that New Balance is working with people outside of the normal realm of, oh, New Balance. Neighborhood, undefeated. No, I'm glad to see someone that you don't think of for sneakers get a sneaker. But what I don't fucking understand is one, why the fuck would you put patent leather on a shoe like that? That shit is bad.
Shiny brown.
Nah, you know I love me a brown shoe, but patent? Ugh. I don't understand why New Balance is gunning hard for that model. Because they put it on Joe Fresh Goods. They put it on Amine. And I think Bodega is dropping one tomorrow. Or someone else is dropping a 610. And I don't know what has gotten with them. Because I've talked to a few people, and some people were saying they're trying to catch on to the Gorp Corp wave, which is kind of dying at this point.
Right.
And it's just like, you're trying to sell this to sneaker people, fashionable people. Dad shoes aren't what they used to be, but I feel like this shoe is so extreme. It's hard to really see an appeal for it. Because I got into an interesting conversation on Twitter about it, and someone was saying, like, it was a Polaroid, my nigga. He was saying he's glad that he got them. He was just disappointed that he got them from Joe Fresh Goods for retail plus high-ass shipping, and they're sitting on other sites for cheaper. And Joe did his thing. I'm not going to take that from him. I like the colors. I love that he got to make his own camo, but I'm not wearing that fucking model. At the same time, I'm glad that they're not going for the same thing, but I don't like that now I know that New Balance does this, because Bricks and Woods was saying we didn't pick the 5740.
They gave it to him. Yeah,
exactly.
They had to design it.
And shout out to them for saying that. So New Balance pushing this, and I'm just trying to figure out, why are you pushing it with black artists? Because
no, I mean, you know the reason why. Because we're the people that make stuff go. So if I get this model and I get the right colorway to pop, then I can crank out other colorways. Like, you know how I go.
I hear you, but it's just like, that's such a bad model. And then that Rainer boots. Like, if this was 2003, 2004, when niggas was wearing field boots.
Yeah, people was wearing ACGs and all that.
They would go. Yeah, they would have done numbers.
They would go.
But now, with the current climate, that shoe looks so antiquated. And these 610s.
But 610s, what you call it? I'll group those in with them too. What is it? Was it 90s, 60s? The joints that look like they got teeth?
Yeah, but the 90s, 60s actually look like, they look like a fashionable shoe.
I can't stand them shoes.
I mean, in the right colorway, I like them a lot.
Nah, it's like those. And even I've just come around to the Barclays, the Godzillas. Because
you didn't like those?
Not for a minute. I wasn't the fan. I wasn't the biggest fan of the Barclays, and also 13s. I don't like the fact that it looks like 13s have teeth. It looks like they got spaced out teeth.
I love that you gave me another reason not to like them.
Yeah, 13s look like they got immature teeth that need braces. And it don't help that them that them suede panels also bleed onto them. Like, so now you got bleedy gummy teeth.
Like, I'm writing down potential recitals. That shit is fire.
Yeah.
Immature teeth. No, I feel you. You know, the only reason I don't like 13s is because they wear like shit.
Yeah, when they start to crease up, they look nasty.
Nasty. I remember when everyone went crazy for the altitudes,
yeah.
And I'm just like, they look like an Xbox. And once niggas killed them,
yeah.
No. Or the dirty ass cowboy fans that love the Flint Grays.
Mm-hmm. Flint 13.
Flint, nigga, those are repulsive. If I see a nigga in those, I'm like, unless you're in a wheelchair, don't fucking wear 13s. They are horrible.
Yeah, Flint 13s was definitely in the one of the two shoes that I got where the boxes were taped up together. It was Flint 13s and Black and Carolina 14s.
You deserved it.
Fuck you.
Yeah, but back to New Balances, I just don't understand. I don't understand where they're going with it because, yeah, they led the forefront with the whole retro dad shoe. And at this point, everyone's tired of the 990 line. But it's like, it's so much more that you could do. The 610 isn't it. And I don't want them to lose the momentum that they have right now. I want them to talk to actual niggas and be like, yo, what shoe, if here's our catalog, go through our catalog and find something. Like, I need them to let Joe Freshgoods have complete creative control. Because it seems like they are putting him at the forefront of the models that they are picking. I want a full GFG, like everything him. Or even let him design his own shoe. I just don't want them to keep picking models that is just like, I don't... and it's not like they really go crazy with New Balance collaborations. It's literally just colorways and maybe a detail.
Yeah.
So I want to see them go harder. I want them to get freaky with it. Or just pick a model that has curb appeal. Because if I never see a 610 again, it'll be too soon. And let Amina get the same treatment. Let that nigga get freaky with it. I want more banana shoes, but not more banana 610s.
If they had flipped the colorway, I think, yeah, honestly, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Had it been more yellow than brown?
No.
If it had been majority yellow with brown accents and a white sole or like a cream sole.
I'm mocking it up in my head. It's the cut of the shoe. It's just like the Hot Stepper.
Yeah, I know. You just hate the model. I get it. No, and the Hot Stepper was just terrible. Those are cheerleading shoes.
But that's what I'm saying. It's such an ugly model that no matter how you dress it up, it still looks bad.
I guess. You know what other shoe?
What other
Actually,
shoe?
nah.
Go ahead.
Nah.
Go ahead. Go with your bad transition.
My bad transition?
Yes, go ahead.
Nah, you niggas is going wild for them Yeezys, and now them shits is coming in moldy. And this is the same shit that I've been saying before where a whole bunch of What?
You pointing at me like I like them shits.
You do.
No, I actually cussed the nigga out today because of a pair.
Which ones?
The slides. Some bum ass nigga hit me.
Oh, yeah.
Up. Do you have, like, you don't have an IG or eBay? Nigga, I'm Instagram famous. Who the fuck are you talking to? Told the nigga you coming at me wrong and I blocked him. Like, fuck are you?
But it's funny to see like moldy Yeezys come in when bruh, these joints have been sitting for like a year and some change now. What do you think was gonna happen?
We don't. The Germans, like, these German niggas are slow. I don't get what the fuck is happening. And all that time, you run a serious risk of the shoes getting fucked up just in storage. Because you already got them, God knows how long they were sitting before the whole situation happened. And now the situation, like, has happened. They've been in some fucking dank basement for over a year. I went on a long fucking rant yesterday about Adidas. This nigga fucked everything up not coming to record yesterday, but it is what it is. Adidas just doesn't make sense to me. Like, the mold thing, it doesn't seem as widespread as it was on some of the Nike joints. Mm-hmm. But just as a whole, I don't understand their game plan. I don't understand what Adidas, is thinking. Because they're not done with the Easy drops.
No, they're over here talking about making new colorways.
I didn't even hear that.
Yeah, like people were saying, all right, well, every time they redo the belugas, they look worse and worse and worse. Like, they don't get the colors right from each one to each one. Then, yeah, it's been some like rumored colorways that, all right, well, the Yeezys are selling, so I guess we can actually proceed to make new ones.
I hope not.
I mean, I might be wrong in that. Y'all know I be like in and out of social media. I just peek my head in real quick.
I doubt they're making anymore. I just don't understand why they aren't just pushing everything out. You have unreleased sheets. I don't know. Like, the way they did it, like I said, it was fucking stupid to do it on Confirmed. Yes and no. Okay. I know Adidas is lying because right now Adidas has a archival sale of collaborations. Shit that they pulled from the site saying it was sold out, and it's still plenty of sizes left over.
Right.
But I just look at it like you have a whole bunch of people who are desperate and stupid. Just fucking sell the shoes on Adidas.com. Let the site crash, whatever the fuck, and people will buy out of sheer desperation. When you do these draws, you give people a chance to sit there and think like, do I want to sell them or do I want to buy my personal size? In a desperate moment, niggas were like, they should have been smarter to release them that way. Because I know a lot of those lesser desired Yeezy models sat because they had a long draw for some unnecessary ass models, and they kept putting them up like last chance. You better come get this ass before we change our mind. Nobody wants that. Them shit stink. They fucking suck. And now they have a whole bunch of other bullshit, and I'm just like, y'all niggas need to move fast. Just get it the fuck out there. The people will buy it. But worse than that, I still haven't got most of the Yeezys I ordered from Yeezy Day.
Ooh.
So it's just like, how are y'all desperate to get rid of this shit, but then you don't fucking ship? There's no reason that it's been over like almost a week. I think it has been a week.
Yeah, it's been a week.
If not longer, that none of my shoes have shipped. They're talking about shipping at the end of the month. I'm ready to hit them up like, yo, just fucking cancel it.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if it's a quality control issue and they're catching a lot of these shoes. Like, all right, let's see if they're moldy and they're fixing the problem as they go along.
No, it's
Or
mismanagement.
they're going to end up canceling.
It's just like when what is that shoe? The Turtle Doves came out. Or Retro. I hit. Everybody else got their pairs. It took a month for my pair to ship. It's mismanagement.
Okay.
Whoever's running the Adidas website, warehouse, fuck you. I hope you get hit by a car and live a long, healthy life. Well, for a little, but it makes no
just
fucking
a little
sense.
fender bender, just boop.
Yeah. Oh, sprain your ankle. I shouldn't have fucked around. But seriously, it makes no fucking sense. You can't blame the pandemic anymore. You knew what was happening. There's so much software, automated software to handle this. There's literally no reason that people are still waiting for their shoes. People are hitting each other up like, did yours ship or did you get a notification? You are a multi-billion-dollar organization that is decades old. There's no reason you should be having logistical issues. Get your shit together.
Why hasn't Adidas put out, what is it, the 350? The Yeezy boots.
Oh, no one knows.
Why don't they just...
No one understands. Like, that actually leads into what I was going to say. Adidas has a serious... what is the word I'm looking for? They have a serious communication problem. They don't communicate, and it leads to frustration and confusion. Like, right now, the Walls Barner Adidas are the biggest thing happening right now. Mm-hmm. Bad enough at the beginning, like, sometime last month, they accidentally dropped them at 6 a.m. So people were confused and angry because it's like, no one told us anything. They just showed up at 6 fucking a.m. in the morning. Why didn't they say anything? Then they pull them and it's just like, so was this an accident or did people ship? Clearly people got their pairs early. Mm-hmm. Then a bunch of boutiques got pairs. Yeah. A bunch of boutiques got pairs. So they're dropping shoes left and right. No, like, shock drops. No fucking consistency. Like, I got my pair from Shopbop on a random day because I was Googling it. And then they announce that it's dropping. Like, they start pushing marketing the day before the release. And I'm just sitting there like, why don't you do any sort of lead up? Like, I get it. Sometimes you can lead up too long. But why not 3 days before? And then really push the day before? Nobody knows what's happening. So now everybody's just caught off guard because it's like, oh, in Japan, the drop is happening right now. There's mad random raffles happening. It's all kinds of shit. And it's just like, you could have just... There's no reason that people should be holding back, waiting to figure out when a fucking release is going to happen. There's no reason that people should be sitting up here confused as to what's happening with Yeezys. This is a very simple conversation. Just tell the people, look, we are going to space these out week by week by week. Week 1, these are the shoes dropping. Week 2, these are the shoes dropping. And so on and so forth. That way you have time to prepare for the back end, to prepare the warehouse, and to have customer awareness. Because the way they did Yeezy Day today, I was talking about it with someone, and they were like, most people didn't complain. And I'm like, yeah, because the site didn't crash. But I also shouldn't be a mystery. You should just be like, look, this is the schedule for the day. Mm-hmm. I should not be having to sit on Twitter all day. When are they going to drop the shoes I actually give a fuck about? No. Okay, Pirate Blacks drop at 3:30 p.m. EST. All right, I'll be ready for it. I'll make sure I can schedule it throughout my day.
Where do Adidas... Where are they... Like Nikes are usually shipped from Memphis. Mm-hmm. So where are Adidas shipped from?
VA.
Really?
No, PA. Yeah, well, I don't know if they have distribution centers across the country, but
distributed.
Yeah. When I order stuff like the stuff for my mother and them from Adidas, it comes from PA.
Okay.
So I get it overnight if they fucking ship. Sometimes it comes from like LA, but I think they have a lot of stuff coastally. So depending on where you are, you can get your order faster.
Okay. I'm just curious about that. I never know.
Well, do you really buy stuff from Adidas?
No.
Why would you? Like, I just keep coming back to that. Adidas has great stuff. You just never know about it.
At all. Like, I still need to get a tracksuit from them. I need to get a few tracksuits.
Well, I get the 50% off.
I know. I'm holler at you.
Yeah, nigga. I be going crazy. Like, that archival sale, I might be Y3'd out. Tell your mans if you want some more Y3, I got them.
Yes.
Yeah. Nigga, I'm about to get the pants, the orange shoes. I'm about to look like I be thinking and shit with my moody ass clothes.
Stupid.
Fake ass fear of God just over here.
Stupid as hell. That would be nice to get some shit. Especially for the Fear of God pop. Oh my God.
Nigga, if the Fear of Gods drop on Adidas.com, you won't be able to stop me from buying 10, 20 pairs. Maxing out my credit card.
Bruh.
50% off?
All right, let's actually divert for a little bit. Let's check out these listener questions because I see some interesting frames on your face right now. What are those?
What are those? Fuck this nigga. These are the Cazelle 607.
Okay.
I mean, for the love of God, if someone says these are the Run DMCs, they did not wear Cazelle. They wore Ultra Live 2s. They are big as shit compared to the 607. But everyone loves the 607. But my pair is a special edition because these are from the early 80s. Yeah, the early 80s because they Sessway, West Germany. Mm-hmm. And they're brown with the silver hardware, which is extremely rare. And they only made in the beginning series. Because they started with these in 76. But they really started popping in the 80s.
Excuse me.
Hey man, niggas want to hear the frame talk. I'm here to do the frame talk.
I know, this is Frame Talk with Frame. Alright, so we have a listener question from McLaren Matt. If money was no objection, what pair of frames would you buy? I'm pretty sure this is only for you.
Hey, you never know, you might have some shit. When he asked me that, I laughed because I'm like, I can't fucking answer that question. Because if money was no object, I'd buy everything.
So, alright. Well, let me step in and actually let me shoot a guess. I'll probably say OG LV Millionaires.
Nigga, I get all my pairs back. All my pairs back. The only issue with the OG Millies is that the Chinese perfected faking them.
Okay.
And it's damn near impossible to tell the difference. So that's the only reason I sold my pairs. But if I had money, and then it was like $10,000 for a confirmed authentic set. But if I want to get into my bag, there is a pair of Alpina M1s that I had back in like 2011. And they were pink. Mm-hmm. And talk for a second. I got to get the frame so I can show people what I mean.
Man, I'm trying to think. If money was no object, nigga, I'd be simple and just stick to some big ass Ray-Ban Wayfarers with the P on the lens, cause I'm just basic like that when it comes to that. I wish, huh?
Ain't nothing wrong with that. And the P stands for polarized.
Yeah, I know. Okay. I know. Sense of yeah, damn, nigga, I ain't that bad.
Nigga, a lot of people don't know They
Yeah,
call lenses frames.
I can stare into the sun with these and it not burn.
Okay, so these are the Alpina M1, one of my favorite frames ever. So this is the pink pair. This is the standard pink with 24 karat gold plated. Mine is customized with rose gold. I had a pair that was pink base with a lighter pink metal like overlay, and I went through a lot of trouble to get those because I was pleading with the seller because I was waiting to get paid, and I'm like, yo, I'll let you do things to me, just don't fucking sell them. No, you don't understand, nigga. Pink is my favorite color. So I got them shits, and a nigga from Brandywine hit me up. He's like, yo, how much? And I said an absurd number to him. He was like, check your PayPal. And I'm like, no! I was going to buy a car. Nigga,
Damn.
But it gets worse. So, like a year or two later, I actually got to know the creator of the Alpina M1s.
Oh.
And I was showing him all the colors I collected. And he was like, oh, that's incredible. You know, towards the end of it, we just started fucking around and making random colorways. And I showed him my pink pair. And he was like, yeah, those are like one of maybe 70 pairs. And I'm like, so I knew they were rare. But to have the creator give me an official off-the-cuff number, yeah, I'd gladly take those back. But if not those, maybe some Pierre Cardin runway pieces.
Okay. It was a nice little... Thank you, Matt.
Yeah, thank you for letting me indulge in my nerdiness.
This one we have from our guy, Justin Dooley. How many pairs have you bought this year so far? Shit.
I think maybe 4 or 5.
Yeah, well, yeah, it hasn't been too many. I think got Chicago ones, Chicago twos, lucky green twos.
Ass.
What else did I get? Did Cement 3s come out this year too? White Cement 3s? Did they come out in January or December? I think they came out in January.
I don't know. It's always like the year starts to blend in.
Those... I think only like maybe five pairs so far. I got like 10 on my list though. Oh, White Cement ones. Just got those not too long ago. Probably gonna get Toro 6s a little bit later. Not too many. I'm probably at like 5, 6, or 7. But I it's only half the year. His next question was, have you passed on more shoes this year than last year? Oh, my bad.
I mean, I got the Spidermans.
Bitch.
I got the Spidermans. I was happy about that. I mean, I got Yeezys. I got the Walls Bombers, but those not my size. I really haven't been too pressed for most of the releases. This year's been quiet. I've been mainly been focusing on getting stuff that I wanted. Like, I was more excited about getting those Year of the Rooster Air Forces than anything else. I mean, I was extremely excited to get the Tiffany's, but it's really not one of those things that's just like, I don't know. There hasn't been a shoe that's moved me since the Tiffany's, for real. That was one that I was really Spider-Man's, but those on a different level. I don't know. This year just really hasn't been exciting.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, there are, like, again, I still want to get Baltic Blue Air Max 1s. I still want to get Spider-Man 1s. Spider-Man 1s. Still want to get the Supreme Bacons. And then there's, like, old stuff that I still want to get, too. But, I mean, this year hasn't been too crazy. Like, most of my stuff is, like, I think I still got Travis 6s still high on that list. The green ones, but I don't know.
It's dubious.
I know.
I want a pair though. I want those bad, but I just don't feel comfortable.
That's fair. And then, second half of the question was, have you passed on more shoes this year than last year? I can't say, because the end of last year, I was going nuts.
Yeah,
I was wilding. Like November, December, bruh. I was at like 9 in a month.
Nigga, I'm broke.
Yeah, now I'm broke. I
I'm
ain't got
hurt.
that shit.
Nigga, like, sales have been slow, and then me taking on this project hit me in my chest. That was a big take on. And it actually came out a bit cheaper because they looked out for me. But taking the money to put into a project has completely slowed me down on buying stuff. And I'm starting to get more in the frames. And I'm starting to think, like, partially, nothing's been profitable. So it's like, the shoe doesn't move me, I really don't want to take the risk in buying it. And raffles.
Yeah, the whole raffle process. Like, even with shit, even how to enter stuff, like between Atmos and the better generation, like, it's like too much. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but when you have to enter in 20 raffles just to give yourself a fair chance.
It's a whole fucking lot. Like, better generation, I appreciate them, but it's also fucking annoying to be on edge waiting for a drop. You gotta write some shit down. And it's like, you work. I'm a stay-at-home dad. I have a better chance with you if I'm glued to my phone.
Right.
So, Atmos, I appreciate them too. You at least have a long time frame, but the chances of hitting are slim to none. And that's the same thing with most other raffles. And EQL has not come in and made the game any better.
At all. Like, I haven't even heard anything about EQL since the shit has been, like, used.
Yeah, I don't think many people like EQL. Like, it was cool, but fuck EQL.
For real.
Yeah, like, what really sucks is if you hit, now your chances on everything else is fucked. And a lot of stores are just doing raffles for GRs, even though they end up releasing it regularly. It just kind of kills the excitement. And you know what? I warned niggas years ago when I was screaming at botters. If y'all keep botting like y'all do, everything's going to be a raffle. So now it's not worth getting excited for shit because 9 times out of 10, or 10 times out of 10 for most people, you're not going to fucking hit. Me hitting the Spidermans was a giant surprise.
Yeah.
So, the only thing you have to look forward to is sneakers, and they still haven't fixed their botting problem.
If anything, it's getting worse. Well, I know they have that whole prompt screen, like filtering bots and all that shit, but that shit bullshit.
I mean, nigga, that's like if I told you, like, I'm clean, you don't need a condom with me. You just saying something. I'm in the Discord. I see these niggas like, yeah, nigga, I hit a 3 clip. Their whole measure of blocking people based on the address, that's a lie.
Yeah.
All of that shit is a lie. And it's just like, as much as I talk shit about it, I don't know how to fix it. Because the problem becomes if you have 2 children in your house and they both enter for sneakers, whoever gets in first wins, the other person would actually be blocked. You can't do IPs because people all live in the same house. I don't know how to fix it. I will say, I do like how AMM did the video raffle just because it made niggas put their money where their mouth was. And it made a whole bunch of ugly niggas have to put a shirt on. I care about black rights. Nigga, I was in the Discord. Some white boys up there like, I'm not doing that. So, yeah. But, speaking of bullshit, I want Travis Scott to stop. Them golf ones are fucking doo-doo.
Yes.
I don't like them shits at all.
Well, hold on. Let's backtrack a little bit.
Okay.
I think this is where we start getting to the tail end. This is the end game. Because now we start to see Travis has not only a Mac Attack custom, but he has rumors of his own signature shoe. It looks like some
trash?
Some Cactus Jack trainers of some sort. I don't know if it might be like a hodgepodge of all the different models, because clearly this one takes a model, a nod off the Trainer 3 with the strap, but his pants were hella big. I'm pretty sure it was some
what they
chrome
remind
heart
me of?
bell bottoms.
The SB Air trainers.
Okay.
That's what they look like
that.
to me.
I can see that. But this is now granted, like Travis is always gonna be like a star, but he's not at that level that he was when Sicko Mode came out. Like, not even close.
Well, Utopia might change that, and it's supposed to be mixed soon, and I think that might be what he launches with his new album. But I don't even think it's a matter of star power. It's just exhaustion. And I feel like the same sentiment is setting in where people don't like, they're tired of seeing AMM. They're tired. All the Japanese brands, nobody gives a fuck about anymore. Neighborhood releases, undefeated releases, bait releases used to be a major milestone. Now it's just like, I don't care.
Okay, so say you're one of these collaboration brands, right? Mm-hmm. When do you say, all right, let me take the training wheels off and actually use my rapport or use my clout, and I go ahead and I make something original? Like, when does Neighborhood stop their collabs and they just put out their Neighborhood branded shoe? When does Travis do it? Is it too little too late? Which is why we also see that he's putting out his signature along with a golfing model.
I don't know how to answer that from the side of a collaborator, because not everybody's not everyone's built to design a shoe. Mm-hmm. And I can accept that. Me personally, I'm not a designer. Now, I'm a tinkerer. I can take something and perfect it in my eyes to remove or add details that I think should be there. But I think at a certain point, you can look in the mirror and say, it's time to stop. And like, let's just use Mastermind, for example. Mastermind Japan. Mm-hmm. Incredible run. Peak Japanese fashion, Yakuza fashion, cashmere this, handmade this. Everything there was impeccable. The only problem is their gimmick got tired. They retired. Then they came back as a collaboration brand. Now, those skull and bones don't mean shit to me. It's just the sign of tackiness. I think,
damn.
I mean, look at Bape. I was one of the biggest Bape fans ever. But Bape has hoarded itself out to the point where it's just like, I don't want to see Bape anymore. My love affair with Bape is completely over. I still want some vintage pieces, but for the most part, I don't want Bape. I actually think that we're at a point where people want something new. And it's not the fakey, give us something new that we'll ignore. No, give me something new and interesting that's actually good. Mm-hmm. Like, look at the J Balvin. Niggas hated the ones. Niggas hated the twos. Then he did an interesting take on the three that I've never seen done before. That's exciting. But I also don't want them to lean on J Balvin as a crutch. I think where we are, we just need to start going to different influences. I would actually like to see Nike work with smaller brands. Excuse me. Interesting people and market it to that category. I want them to explore different options. Just like, this is why I'm so excited with New Balance. JFG makes great shit. I like how he pushes his marketing. I like the story that he puts behind that. He's a nigga that I can relate to. If they gave him his own model or let him pick a better model, I would be a New Balance fan because of JFG. I don't even listen to Amine. But to see a nigga like that get a shoe, and he's not like a mega star
at all,
I think that's fantastic because we're overexposed to so many celebrities every day. I want to see more average people. Like, I would love for Nike to do Air Max Day again, and they just picked regular big fans. Like, pick people off Twitter and give them a shot. And I'm not saying that they should pick me. They should pick me. But if I saw someone that I followed get picked for a Nike shoe, and for them to actually be on sneakers talking about it, I think that would be interesting. I'm tired of seeing the people poised for the position. I want to see regular ass people. I want to see a third grade teacher make a pair of fucking Air Maxes. He's like, yeah, this is what helped a lot of people who have to work every day. I took the Air Max 1 and I double stuffed it with like a double air unit on top and bottom, so it's an extended sole, and now I'm walking on air, literally. Holy shit. Vote. Oh, I'm a basketball nigga. What?
Nah, that's actually like, I would like...
Do not steal.
Nah, Well, shit. Now I don't even want to give my idea.
Don't. I just fucked up because I stole it from Jerry Lorenzo.
But I mean, it wouldn't be like a double stacked air unit. You would just end up with big bubbles essentially.
Yeah, but on an Air Max one,
Or it would be a Furiosa.
Yeah, or the Street Warriors.
True.
I just think Nike. Well, did you want to go into yours, or we?
I mean, mine would just be a full length Zoom sole with the still visible heel bubble.
Put an air unit in a fucking Dunk SB.
You would have to change the sole.
I'm okay with that. Could you imagine?
Or you could just have a full length Zoom.
Put an Air Max bubble inside of a Dunk sole. Just extend that shit. That shit might be crazy.
It would be no,
it'd be ugly.
No, it would be like Clark Kent when he put an SB on an Air Max sole.
That nigga, it might be fire.
No, it was fire. Like you could look that up now.
Okay, well, I didn't steal it from because I know it existed. But I would like to see non-celebrities. I want to see regular people that really love this shit out here. I want to see a Parents' Day celebration where parents get to make shoes for their kids. Like, if I could go on sneakers and I could talk about how my love of shoes is shared with my son. There's nothing makes him happier than, Daddy, we have the same shoes. It excites him. So I made what is that?
You made a collage. You made a video collage of you and your son with matching shoes.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I want to make a shoe like that episode of Fresh Prince where it's like the statue of like the father holding the son. I'm not abandoning my son, but I want to have a moment like that where I can bring Kazi into the Nike studio and it's like, this is the Daddy Kazi shoe. That's the type of shit I want to see. I don't want to see Travis Scott or the Kardashian kids wearing shoes that my son will never be able to get. Baby Chicago, off-white Chicago ones.
Right.
No, I want to see that. And I want to make that shoe, like, fuck making it limited. In fact, I don't even want the shoe to be sold. I will go to schools and give it to kids. Mm-hmm. Like, that's the kind of shit that I want to see. That's how you reconnect with your customers. Because the age of the influencer is dead.
I couldn't, like, could you imagine the promo for that is like black fathers with their kids on the playgrounds and you just walk up to them like, hey, what size do you wear? What size does your son wear? And you just give them.
Or go to like a Dads and Donuts type event. Don't tell anybody that we're there, but they fill out like a questionnaire with their shoe sizes. Mm-hmm. And it's like, look under your desk. Holy shit! I want to see stuff like that. Like, I want to connect with people who are like us. Like, with us having a show now and me being forced to interact with the sneaker community, I don't hate everyone. Just most people. But the people I do like, I think are dope as fuck. Like, I would actually like to see someone like Sock Jig get a shoe. To have him sit up here and talk about what he likes. Or some of the people in my group, Dunk Boys. Just regular ass people making a shoe for them, for their life. Mm-hmm. I'm tired of seeing the backward swoosh on everything. The Travis aesthetic is boring. So,
all right. Speaking of the Travis aesthetic being boring, yes, this golf shoe. I mean, yeah, we've already said like it's a doo-doo shoe. The tail end, I guess. Like, where does this? Travis isn't a golfer. I guess this is more so just giving something to the golfers, the golfing community that Nike is really trying to do their best to establish.
The nigga golfers that they're trying to cultivate.
Yes, with Eastside Golf, their Jordan collection, and now you have Air Max Big Bubble came out in that Georgia Peach colorway, in a couple colorways.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of golf versions.
The golf versions, I'm not gonna hold you. Those colorways are fire. Like, I would wear some of those. I don't even like the big bubbles, but the big bubbles that came out for the golfers are tough. But with this Travis shoe, it's sort of like okay. I just don't know.
It's obligatory is how it reads to me.
I mean, are they trying to like cultivate some artificial hype like with that? Because are we just giving you guys a quote unquote limited shoe because we want to thank you for golfing? But we know how this is gonna go. This shoe isn't gonna go exclusively to golfers. Like, niggas will be wearing this shoe in the mall because I got some Travs.
I don't know. It's just It's tiresome. The colorway's uninspired. I just want them to move on to someone else. And the golf variation of shoes, I'm not mad at them. I'm still upset that I missed on the golf Air Max 1s with the green turf.
Okay.
Those were fantastic. I think that was the best that they did. Like, I would love to see them spoof something with golfing. Or the golf dunks, where it had the little tassel over the front. Mm-hmm. Or the cover with the tassel.
Yeah.
Those were hard. The golf dunks before those were hard. I would like to see a shoe that actually follows the utility rather than as a Jordan 1 with some slight spikiness. No, go all in. Give me some actual spikes.
You know what I actually think that this is, now that I think about it? Conspiracy theory. You got any aluminum foil?
You're not wasting my aluminum foil.
Fuck you. Anyways, I think this is essentially, Tiger Woods, we can't do anything with him anymore. So what happens if we're able to raise a black golfer, one that's hip to the culture, one that's a sneakerhead, and actually see this person come through the ranks? All right, now they have access to the public country club where they can learn how to golf. All right, now they're so good they end up at the private country club and they're welcomed into that elite community. And now this nigga's at the PGA tour, but this nigga looks like us.
So Serena Williams for golf. I never looked at Tiger Woods as a nigga.
I know you didn't, because if that was the case, like, everyone be wearing like the Tiger Woods signatures.
Yeah, niggas was happy until he was like, I'm not black.
But it's like, when are we gonna have our Phil Mickelson or our Rory McIlroy?
I think what they need to do is push harder with Eastside Golf with this, because I see them like bubbling with them.
But it's not. That's what I'm saying. It's not about Eastside Golf. It's about cultivating the next one. Like,
I get
who's
it.
Who's gonna be the next LeBron James?
I get it, but what I'm saying is, if they were really to go all in with it, to really push Eastside Golf, make that the premier nigga golfing situation, you can get training camps, you can do this, you can make the nigga to golf course pipeline real with that. Stop giving them a few shoes, give them a platform, really make them pop. Like how they bought Artifact, why don't they invest into Eastside Golf and make it a Nike situation?
I see what you're saying, but even now, like, for basketball, for instance, like, basketball used to be, this is gonna be my ticket out the hood, this, that, and the third. Now, bruh, basketball is damn near more expensive to play than tennis.
Oh yeah, no, all I hear about is the AAU shit.
Bruh, and so it gets a lot harder to climb through the ranks and to be seen by certain colleges, because teams won't pick you up if you haven't been part of a certain system. And it's the same thing with golf. Like, golf, it's still not common knowledge how to really be part of these golf clubs. Some of them, you don't have to pay anything.
That's what I'm saying. If Nike really wants to push golf and bring up a new generation of niggas interested in golf, hey, we got our own shit over here.
But it would take a little bit more. Like, they would have to have a lot of sponsorships. They would have to damn near own land.
That's what I'm saying.
Or have some sort of programs.
So kind of like how McDonald's buys the land and then sells it out to the franchisees. They have the pockets for it. It's not like Nike doesn't have the money for it. They're already acknowledging that shit is stale. So why not get people completely invested in the ecosystem? If you want to play golf, if you want to play golf with niggas, really get these niggas playing golf. If I was a lead at Nike, I'd be like, let's just go all in on this. Because people like golf. You got Schoolboy Q doing golf. Yeah. You have all the rich blacks doing golf. Kids now see golf as an opportunity. Push it. You want to push fucking NFTs? That's a waste of goddamn time. Get these little niggas out here swinging clubs. That's an investment. I would put Kazi in golf if Nike had like something where I could go, because we can go to a golf club now.
Shit, we could go to Top Shot.
No. I'm talking like a real golf joint.
Yeah, we could go to the joint off not too far from from Oregon.
Yeah, but we run into the issue of, is it going to be accepted? Is it really cool here? If Nike had that shit where I know it was nigga approved, nigga, let's do some golfing with my family.
It's a very elitist thing, though.
But that's what I'm saying. They can even the field.
I understand the sentiment that you're having, but it's still just, for competitions, like when we come up in there, it's just different, bro. It's different. Like I felt it. I've heard experiences from my professors that, once upon a time, that's the only place where you could really cut a deal outside of the boardroom.
No, I get it. But, everything else has been de-gentrified. So let's niggify some golf. Put the money in. Put your money where your mouth is.
Would be nice.
You can beat everybody else to the punch. I think Nike is in a unique position where they can make that happen. So that's just my stand.
Well, they better do something because what you call it is on their ass.
Who?
Under Armour. No, they are, because if you remember, Steph Curry has signed his contract for non-basketball ventures. So with that being said, everyone was like, oh, he's probably going to go into golf. Which means that if you have Steph Curry, especially with his relationship with Baltimore and Under Armour's relationship with Baltimore, don't be surprised if Under Armour opens up the same ideas that you were talking about. They're probably getting
I will
underway
not
right
let
now.
my son go to
You
Under
are
Armour
a
event.
bastard.
I love my son. I'm not gonna fucking put him in Under Armour. That shows you don't love your fucking kid. That shit is nasty.
Yo, hey, shut up.
But speaking of nasty, this was a listener request. Alright, so this is a sneaker podcast, so this is loosely related. Zion, you a nasty motherfucker. You was a nasty bitch.
Thug nasty Zion.
Mora Mills?
Mariah Mills.
Whatever the fuck. Nasty hills of ass Mills? Nah. I had never heard Zion speak. And I didn't know he had that bitch ass voice. And then he from South Carolina. Niggas from the Carolinas is just disgusting. I didn't even know that fucking John Morant was from
South Carolina.
So I have a bias against like true Southern niggas. I think they're dim with it. And them niggas are. It's whole thing. My father's a fucking psychopath who taught me a lot of horrible shit. I didn't trust New York niggas because of this nigga. But Jesus fucking Christ, where are these parents? My man's is on the fucking FaceTime. You stop. You're beautiful. My nigga, she was on Ghetto Gaggers. Stop it. You got fucking Mariah Mills coming out. I told you not to mess with these bitches. You should have climbed these classic mountains. I'm not sexist. But Jesus Christ, my nigga. Get a sex bot. I'm going back to what I said. We need...
What?
If you this horny, just buy a sex bot. It's a safer investment. Would you rather go out there and get some video chick pregnant like everybody says it's going to happen? Or would you rather be at home clapping the shit out of a sex robot, having the time of your life and money saved?
All right. Hear me out. Nah.
Go ahead.
Nah, all right. If I wasn't gonna get the chick pregnant, then I'm all for it.
Now, I said if I ever became famous and I was single, freezing my nut, getting a vasectomy. Oh, I'd have been going crazy, but that's not how these niggas moving. You're a nasty nigga.
No, they fallen in love with, what you call it. Like they're retiring adult actresses.
Not even like Jada Fire.
I'd put on my cape for Jada.
Nigga, would I? You're so beautiful.
It's a couple I put a cape on.
Yeah, this nigga busting out of shoes and apparently busting out of condoms. I had to bring it back to shoes.
Yo, the fact that they had the video, and she didn't say a word. She was just rubbing on his chest the entire time. Like, I am done. I ain't got to do no more fan videos. No, nothing. I ain't got to sit on no octopus tentacles. No. Nah. I ain't got to pee on my camera no more.
Nah, you know what?
I am going to chill.
Like I said, I stand on this. If my son ever became famous, I'm becoming his manager. First things first, give me a phone. Deleting this app, deleting this app, deleting the history of this, deleting this. Call a silversmith. Why? You getting a chastity belt.
Oh my god.
No, nigga. Somebody needs to be out here to be protecting these niggas. Like, not even on some he's a dim-witted oaf. You're young.
The thing is, you can't. What? How can I protect my son when he just sent me on a 2-month vacation to Jamaica?
I'm not going on a fucking vacation. After becoming a parent, I realized so much more how many shitty parents there are. If Kazi became famous, there is no vacation for me because I have to protect him. Nigga, to suddenly get a lump sum of money, life-altering, country-altering money.
It's generational wealth.
Yeah. And you're like 20, 21? Mm-hmm. It's only a testament to how fucking good the people around LeBron were. For that nigga to not really have any verifiable controversies is fucking astounding. My man's just up there. I've been with the same woman since high school. I don't drink. I smoke occasionally, but I don't inhale. And I reads every day.
Read so much, I went back to the first page for this interview.
From cover to cover to cover to cover. You know what it is. This is the LeBron James way. Stay in school, kids. That nigga, they protected him. I need an elite team of niggas around me. I'm just going to get a bunch of angry-ass fathers to watch my son with me, kicking it. No premarital sex.
Like, I wonder... Yeah, because John Moran's father, man. Because that was one of the things I was about to say. Like, imagine you handing out the shoe boxes that you handing out, and then you just turn and look at the camera and was like, "Don't be a John Morant, Dad. Don't be a T Morant.
Don't be a T Morant." For him to be there, I think you said it best on Twitter. He's like, "How's this nigga the most present absentee dad ever?"
Mm-hmm. Zion. I mean, but this is a guy, like, he went to Duke.
He ain't learned shit.
But most of he beat the allegations of being a milkman, only to turn around and be like, "Oh, so this is what chocolate milk does? Oh, I need this." I mean, I would be kind of like astounded at the first time I experienced it too, but at the same time, it's like, yo, these is for everybody. This ain't just for you.
No, okay. I'm about to be crass. Once that jungle pussy hit you,
all right.
You ain't got shit to do. Dog, how old is Zion?
He can't be no older than like 23, 24.
This nigga in his early 20s getting like S-tier sex. S-tier sex that will bring a nigga to their knees. Mm-hmm. With a pocket full of money and a head full of rocks. Actually, I ain't even gonna say a head full of rocks. Nigga, I remember this one chick bit me on my neck one day and I wanted to give her everything in my house. Like,
matter of fact, that's... Alright, never mind.
Yeah, we're not gonna get ourselves in trouble. But you do stupid shit once you start getting sexed up. This nigga, he has access to everything. Everything imaginable. His management team should be executed. There's no way I'm letting my star get hit. Because it always plays out the same way. I got Brittany Renner pregnant. It's gonna be great. Oh, damn. Shorty trying to punish my pockets.
Yeah, it was crazy. Brittany Renner was seen with Shaq.
Yeah. But you know what? Shaq be endorsing so much shit.
Shaq tricks anyways. He'll tell you all the time. He don't care.
Yeah, but Shaq be doing it right. And I don't want to take this as like, this is an endorsement of women ain't shit. No, it's the men that ain't shit. You know what the fuck it is. Shorty literally had instructional videos. Let this nigga get in. Make him feel comfortable. Get the kid, get the bread. You can't be mad at her. Shorty came up. You know I'm gonna trap you, right? Nuh-uh. You can't trap me if I'm in love. Holy shit. Nah.
Watch this.
It's like what gets me is like we've had the blueprint. How many rappers, ball players, politicians have gotten caught up? Nigga, go live a wholesome life.
He should lose his endorsement deal just based off of this.
Oh, I would drop him if he was a client.
Like, yo, like, come on.
And then he don't even play. Mm-hmm. Like, you got this fat fuck.
Nah, he plays a different sport.
Yeah, he's playing. I'm not getting into this, but I'm not even mad at Zion. It comes back to parenting And when I say parenting, I'm including his management. There's no reason that your stars are moving like this. You should be protecting these people.
Get him out of New Orleans. Get him away from Dallas. Because that's where Mariah Mills stays. But Zion is clearly being a nasty man
you know
everywhere.
what? You can
flying them out. So.
Yeah, you can install an app on most phones. Like on Android, it's called Family Link, where you can just block shit. That nigga cannot have any messaging apps. I would install an app that only lets him message people that we pre-selected or add to his phone. You have to protect him from himself. Like this nigga, you need a handler.
You can't.
Yes, you can. I'm probably one of the most unmanageable people around when I don't want to be. Lene came in and changed my fucking life. Nigga, when she looked at my finances, she threw me.
Okay, but that's different because what if one day, right, you hit for like $1 billion?
Lene still would be in charge. No,
niggas is mad. And plus, it's a different dynamic.
This was before we were married.
It's a different dynamic. If Cazell hits for $1 billion, he turns 21 years old. He's like, you know what? Y'all are retired. Whatever y'all want to do, y'all can do. But guess what? When y'all is away, your boy finna play.
I ain't gonna be away because I'm gonna tell him like this. This and this, they hit billionaires. I'm not fucking leaving my son to his own devices.
Fam, it's tough.
As a nigga who had no handler growing up, having literal sex parties in all kinds. Nigga, my mother was never home, and I had a full house with money. No.
All I could think about is, thank goodness I am not making the money that I really should have been making at this time, or else I know I'd be dead or I have multiple kids.
Nigga, thank God I didn't realize how much money I was making when I was making that kind of money. Nigga, if frames ever go back to what they used to be, when Lene told me I was hitting over a certain amount, and I'm just like, that would explain a lot. I never counted my money.
Okay.
Stupidity saved my life. Also not indulging in shit. I've been afraid of like mouth herpes. So it's just like, I don't want to mess with women. Hey, nigga, a chick.
Okay. So
hold on.
To wrap this show up.
Last story. In high school, this very nice girl I went to school with had a giant blister on her lip. And she drank my soda when I wasn't looking, and I threw it out the window. And after that, I was just like, I don't want premarital sex. I just want to find a girl that loves me. So I got scared straight. And that's what everybody needs. Zion needs a scared straight moment. He needs a come to Jesus moment.
Well, he's coming to something.
All right, you know what? This has been an excellent episode. The Sexist Loose Laces episode is done. I'm looking forward to our cancellation. Just going to say again, we are more disappointed in the men and their stupidity than these women out here getting that money, because I respect the hustle. So, final thoughts? I was wondering who's going to pull them out.
Oh, yeah. I'm just finishing this up. I'm glad that they came out because the last time these came out, I messed up my pair like the paint job on them was horrible. But I will be done with these, and I'll post the results. I'm just doing an Atmos Air Max 1 inspired custom. Y'all have seen this like years before. I still got to paint the tongue black. I'll probably paint the Nike Air teal, and I'll paint this little panel white. But yeah, I'll definitely post pictures.
I complimented this nigga. You said they look like shit.
Nah, because he was talking about the check, but I only got like one coat. Only got one coat on them. And so...
Okay, so back here, it needs a little touch. Take the fucking compliment.
Thank you. Thank you, my good sir.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you. But aside from that, yeah, just... father your sons, man, because these niggas is wilding.
Yeah. As a father, I just want to sit up here and say, beat your son's ass to save their life. If your son is out here running up on Foot Locker employees, run up on him. And if he run up and shit raw, send him to God. AK, send him to church. Don't kill him. Good night. Father your sons.